Hey, welcome to Bygone Stories, where we uncover the stories behind the brands we loved. Today, we're diving into the history of a legendary department store that played a key role in shaping retail in St. Louis and beyond. Famous-Barr. Famous-Barr was a well-known department store headquartered in St. Louis, Missouri, inside the historic Railway Exchange Building. It was the flagship store of retail giant May Department Stores Company, and its closing marked the end of an era. The roots of Famous-Barr can be traced back to 1874, when Jesse Mott opened a small store called Mott's, selling boots and shoes on Franklin Street in St. Louis. 2 years later, he partnered with Joseph Speck and expanded the business, adding clothing to their inventory. The store moved to a larger location and became known as Famous, Mott, and Speck. Its famous moniker supposedly inspired by shoppers who called it the famous place for bargains. In 1892, retail entrepreneur David May acquired the Famous clothing store, later purchasing the William Barr Dry Goods Company. In 1911, he merged the two businesses, creating what we now know as Famous-Barr. Over the decades, the company expanded aggressively, setting new trends in retail. In 1914, it became the first department store in the country to install air conditioning, which revolutionized the shopping experience. Famous-Barr opened its first branch in Clayton, Missouri in 1948. Expansion continued into suburban shopping centers during the 1950s and beyond. By the 1990s, Famous-Barr had taken control of Ellis Ayres in Indiana and the Jones store in Kansas City, strengthening its regional dominance. Despite its long-standing success, the retail landscape was changing. As national chains consolidated and shopping habits evolved, the May Department Stores Company was acquired by Federated in 2005. By 2006, the Famous-Barr name was retired as most stores were rebranded under Macy's. The downtown St. Louis flagship store, which had once been the heart of the company, was gradually reduced in size and finally closed in 2013. Though Famous-Barr is no longer around, its memory lives on in the hearts of longtime customers. Many still recall its grand holiday displays, the fabulous tea room, and the role it played in the history of St. Louis retail. The Railway Exchange Building headquarters still stands as a reminder of the store's legacy, even as retail has moved into a new era. That's the story of Famous-Barr. Do you have memories of shopping there? We'd love to hear from you. Share your stories with us on social media or in the comments. And if you want to keep its legacy alive, visit BygoneBrand.com to pick up your own Famous-Barr shirt or browse hundreds of other retro tees. Thanks for listening to Bygone Stories. Be sure to like and subscribe and join us next time for another trip down memory lane.